Hey everyone, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Rodian and welcome to the channel. Now today we're on the house build and we are doing some cladding on the dormers. It's been a long time coming, so let's just get straight up there and get to it. Before we go full steam ahead by putting this cladding on the sides of these dormers, I'm just going to show you exactly how to fit it. So the first thing I did is I just put a 6-foot level all the way down on top of all the tiles. I get myself a sliding bevel like so, pop it on, and then this is going to be quite difficult to do with one hand. I'll actually take it back. And then I'll put a boat level on the top of that to make sure that that is right. So there it shows that that is level, so that angle is correct. Now the reason that I use a level is because, as you can most probably tell, the tiles aren't flush. So if you try and do it without the level, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get a right reading, because by the time you put the cuts in and they go all the way up, you want it in a straight line, which will basically be a long level. So that's why you put a level on there. And as you can see, I have put this in here. Now this, where is it? Let me get rid of this level. See ya. Alright, so where was I? So this here is like a bug screen. What you do, it's got holes on one side and flat on the other side. You cut it and slot it in like so that the bug screen is in that gap there basically, so no bugs can go in and up and nest behind the cladding. So that goes in next, which is what I've done there. Let's get rid of that as well. And then from here, all you do is you get your cladding, flush up one end. And what I've done is I've marked off, because these are 180mm, so I've marked off 150mm up. I don't quite know if you can see that, but basically I've marked 150mm up, so that gives a 30mm overlap between the two bits of cladding. And then so 150 up, and I measure from here all the way along. I mark it with the short level, mark it all the way along, so there's a mark just there and there's also a mark just there. So I use the tape measure, mark all the way along, get the correct size bit, cut it off at that angle that we used with the bevel, and then you're supposed to use a nail gun to nail that in. But I don't have a nail gun, so I just use a few screws. Now I used silver screws because just in case you ended up seeing them, but because of the 30mm overlap you didn't end up seeing them, so it's all gravy. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Just follow that all the way up and just get this whole lot done. So let's get to it. And we're back. Okay everyone, it has been a couple of days. I hope you don't mind, but I sort of put the camera down and just got all these dormers finished. Let's flip you around and show you what we got. Here's the front of the house. Excuse the road traffic noise. Oh, and by the way, a shameless plug to LEW Scaffolding. If you are in the London or Surrey area, you need scaffolding, these guys are the boys you want. Okay, so there's the front dormers. What do we all think? Let me know down in the comments. The colour mainly, what do we all think of the colour? Now originally, I'll tell you what, let's get up there and have a look. There's the front. Like I said, originally the colour, I was very sceptical about the colour. I was going to go with the colour more, the sort of colour of the lead. But I think these have come up really well. I'm going to have white windows in there. Oh, by the way, I had the window guy around to measure up for all the windows. He checked out all the lead because I was a little bit worried about the lead, how I'd done this. He said it's fine. So we're going to be having white windows in here. And I think with this light bluey grey sort of colour, I think that's going to look really good. And obviously we're going to have white windows down the bottom. So I think this should match in nicely. Let me quickly show you around the back as well. Here we go, around the back, much the same. But yeah, it's looking very nice. Only a couple of things. One, I added a bead of mastic silicone around the top just to seal it in because there was a little bit of a gap. And also, I don't know if you can see on here, but there are screw holes where I screwed it in rather than put nails because I don't have a nail gun. There are a couple of screw heads that you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order some paint, some touch-up paint that I'm just going to paint over the screw holes with, and that will come up looking good. But yeah, what do we all think? I think it comes up really nicely. Let me just pop down here and I will show you again from a distance. What do you think? I know the scaffolding's in the way a little bit, but yeah, let me know down in the comments. What do you think of the bluey grey against the red? I really like the contrast. I think it looks really good. If you stand back here now, imagine white bifold doors, white windows here, white windows up here. Sort of, they're going to be not Georgian style, like the kind of Georgian style with they're going to have like crosses in them, like large crosses through the glass panes, Georgian bars I think they're called, through all the windows to make it sort of kind of look a little bit farmhousey. But I think it's come up really, really nicely. I'm very happy with how it looks. With the lead at the front, the lead apron, I might get a pair of compasses and make the edges curved, because I don't know if you can see here, but they are squared off at the moment. But I was going to leave that until the windows go in and just see how it looks. But on the whole, I'm very happy with it. We're getting there, we're slowly getting there. I'll tell you what, COVID has certainly put a damper, or not really a damper, has put a hold on a lot of things. Like there's the windows, the window guy finally came around, and their their manufacturers are now up and running again, so we can get those in. He's come back with me and he said probably about a 4-week wait, something along those lines, to be able to come and fit them. So in the 4 weeks that we've got, we have actually got a lot to do. I've also secured the plumber. The plumber is in place and ready to go. We need to, well, there's a bunch of things we need to do. So what we're going to be doing is, first off, I'd just like to apologise to say that the house videos have been very few and far between recently. Hopefully you can understand with the whole COVID situation, but now that is less of an issue, it's still an issue that obviously needs to be addressed, but it's less of an issue. I'm able to get things started again on here, so I can start getting a few deliveries in. But yes, so apologies for the delay in getting the house videos up and going, but now it looks like we're going to be concentrating a lot more on the house. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been picking up and checking out the new summer RB merch. There's a link in the description if you are interested. But yeah, big thank you to everyone who's picked it up. You all seem to really love it. So yeah, if you haven't already, go and check it out. Link below. I'm absolutely loving it. But yeah, new designs hopefully coming. Well, I'm working on some new designs with my designer, but I'm not sure when they're going to be coming out. It's shaping up so the next episode is going to be quite busy. So subscribe down below if you don't want to miss that. And while you're at it, up here, click on this playlist to see the entire build from the beginning. There's also a subscribe button up here as well, so click that if you've enjoyed it and you want to subscribe. That being said, this episode is officially over, so I will see you all in the next one. So take care, and I'll see you then. Ta-ra.